Hey guys, I'm Nicholas Alexander, and I'm a drummer. Hi guys, I'm Nicholas Alexander, and I'm the drummer for the alt-rock band Time Marches On from New Jersey. In these series of videos, I'm going to show you how I recorded my drums for our new EP in our home studio environment. I'm going to show you everything I use, from sticks and heads, miking techniques, cabling, what plugins I use, samples and mixing, and much more. Heads. Let's talk about the heads I use. For the snare, I'm using Evans G2 Level 360. The G2 is for the hydraulic oil in it, because if you see here, I'm using moon gels, and this basically adds the moon gel inside the head itself. And I use them on these three toms as well, the rack toms, because I don't really need to worry about dampening. As you see, I only have two of them, and they sound great without moon gels at all if you tune them correctly. But on the floor toms, I'm only using Evans Level 360 hydraulics. They're not the G2. The G2s have a coat finish on them, and they're white, so it gives another layer of dampening. But these two, I like to not have them because I like the low tones they give off for each song that I play. And if you can come over here to my second snare, I'm using an Evans hydraulic head as well. I use hydraulics because they're honestly like a really good thing to use if you're not looking to use moon gels, and they sound amazing if you know how to tune your own set and get the sound that you're really looking for. For sticks, I like to use Zildjian 5A Acorn sticks because they have a good finish that when your hands get sweaty, they don't fly out. They are not lead weighted, but they do have their own weight. Like by itself, they are good weighted. The neck, if you can see here, is nice and fat, so you don't really have to worry about that cracking on you. I had never had one crack on me, and they don't have nylon tips, but it still gives a good sound and tone to the toms and the rides and the cymbals and everything you're going to use for it. So these are really good sticks to use. If you see that, Zildjian 5A Acorn. And they're select hickory, so that's the hickory, the wood that's used. If you come here to my stick bag, I can show you what other sticks I'm using. I'm using a Vic Firth stick bag, and these have two compartments on it. And I like to use this for live shows, for separating my sticks basically, because I use two types. I usually use mallets and brushes, and I use regular drumsticks, so I like to separate them in these. And I'll show you the brushes I'm using here. For brushes, I like to use ProMark TB4 brushes. These are great spread on the brush. If you can see here, they have a nice spread on them. I kind of messed it up at the end, but these have a great spread of them because they're not too wide, but they're not too small. And these give a great sound on the snare, especially when you use a towel on it and you're hitting it. It gives a great sound for different type of songs, and this gives it its own flavor, really. So I'll put this back. I also use mallets, but I don't have them here right now. But I like to use the mallets for when I'm rising on the cymbal or on the toms, because it gives a great natural tone to the cymbals. And on the toms, if you can hear with a regular drumstick, it gives kind of a tacky tap sound to it. But with mallets, they give it its own tone and natural tone, so you don't hear that, and it's actually great for rising on the cymbal. So I would recommend you picking a pair up if you're looking for that kind of sound. For the drum head, if you come down here real quick, you can see what drum head I'm using. I'm using a Remo Power Stroke P3, and it comes with a hole already cut into it, so you don't have to cut your own. And if you can see this little kind of bump at the end, that's a protector layer. So while you're playing, if you hit it really hard over time, it will split. That's what happened to my last one. But this right here, it comes with the little protection, so while you're playing, it won't break practically at all. And the hole is really good for when you're trying to mic the bass drum, so you can get the inside kick and the outside kick, which sounds amazing. This is a 7-piece kit because it comes with the 3 rack toms, and this tom, the high tom, is actually an additional high tom. You can see I have it mounted onto the cymbal stand. It comes with its mount. Is a great set to use if you're looking for a set. Okay, I had fun. I hope you did too. If you did, leave a like on this video and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Nicholas, and I'll see you next time. Bye.